Mm-hmm.
I'm Helena, and I'm the Sustainability Coordinator for Expat Ride. At Expat Ride, we recently released our new white paper, which is titled Global HR's Green Opportunity, Using Global Mobility to Drive Environmental Change. And this white paper delves into how relocating people can actually be good for the planet. And you, Stefan, are one of the experts that we built on in this white paper. You're the managing partner of the People Mobility Alliance, and you have a background as a professor in international management.
Exactly.
So I would say it's safe to say that you're an expert in global mobility. And now let's move to talking about sustainability and cultural awareness training. So first, I would like to ask you, Stefan, can you tell us why it is necessary to incorporate sustainability into cultural awareness training?
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, first of all, and thanks for participating in the white paper together with our colleague Alexia Schmolling, who I want to mention here as well for her contribution. I think it's an increasing awareness in general sustainability in all the companies, ESG, and all the investors are running, let's say, beyond the aim of reducing carbon emission. So therefore, I would be surprised once sustainability wouldn't be included in expat or global mobility movements, because, as you said before, there is an impact, because once you send people abroad, automatically, obviously, you have to move them in terms of flights, in terms of rides by car, whatever. So there's carbon emission. But in the end, I think, as you said before, I think we need to raise the awareness both on employee side and on employer side, organization side, to keep that in mind, to reduce the carbon footprint and to raise awareness, to raise the importance of the topic and of the aspect of sustainability.
And when we want to raise this awareness about sustainability as well, what components would you say is important to consider?
Well, I think guidelines or policies would be one part of the story, but I think a guideline isn't worth the paper it's written on once you don't offer any trainings or any sensibility or awareness trainings in terms of sustainability for the employees, for the whole organization. So it's like combination of both policies incorporated within a company organization and awareness trainings for the employees or for the executive level.
And what role do you think this awareness training plays in promoting sustainability in relocation?
Well, I think it's combining both worlds. It's like combining relocation, international assignments on one side. Well, it's necessary for the company to increase, the presence or the international operations. But in the end, how to connect both the sustainability issues of the company or goals, and the relocation goals. So I think it's a kind of a holistic approach, once we use this term, to reach our goals in terms of sustainability.
And do you then think it's only for international assignees, or do you see that there's a broader use for this awareness programs?
Well, I think regarding relocation, it's for the international assignees, but in the end, you need to incorporate it into your organizational culture. So I think all the executive, all the managers, all the leaders within an organization, they play a crucial role in terms of role model, in terms of being a kind of a good example for incorporating the sustainability culture or sustainable culture within a company.
Yeah, it makes sense that they're gonna need like a role model and helping actually achieve this goal.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it's both sides. Two sides of a coin. Then.
Yeah. And do you think what are some of the key challenges that people face in terms of relocations and sustainability, and how do you think this training can help?
I think it's of course, it's the effort, it's financial wise, it's time wise, because once you take a relocation, time is scarce, it's a scarce resource, so to say, and how to prepare your people, how to prepare your employees, how to aware or increase their awareness in the term of sustainability, it might be of minor importance on the first glance, but in the end it's of big importance, and therefore the earlier you start with the sustainability training or awareness training, the better off everyone is.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like you prepare them well in advance, and then you keep the support throughout the relocation and also after the return.
Exactly. I think, and you just mentioned it, I think it's a kind of a continuous improvement or continuous training, yeah. So it's not a once in a lifetime training and then it's done and here's your certificate, but you have to, let's say, repeat and learn and reflect and maybe refresh the knowledge changes and so on, circumstances might change, and therefore I think, or our approach would be, it's a kind of a continuous learning, yeah, lifelong learning, if you want to use this term.
Yeah, that makes sense. But how can we then ensure that these programs are tailored both the assignee and also the specific location?
Well, of course, sustainability is dependent on a specific location, but here we go again. I think the role of the organization or the leaders within the organizational would be of most importance in terms of, like, again, showing good role model, showing good example, providing space for trainings, yeah, because, well, you have to provide space in terms of when to realize the trainings and so on, yeah, payment of the training and so on. But I think it's dependent on the destination, as you said before. But I think you might even adapt the training to special circumstances or special environment. Yeah, it might be interesting once you go to the US or once you go to Mexico, yeah, 2 different countries, 2 different circumstances. So it's not a one size fits all solution in terms of the training. It's more adapted training and regarding the circumstances within the different destinations or host countries.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. It needs to be really dependent on the circumstances. But since we're talking about this both with the role models, but also the assignees, can you tell us more about how sustainability and cultural awareness training actually offers benefits for both the organization, but also the individuals involved?
I think it's really connected, both aspects of cultural awareness. Cultural awareness is around, I will prepare myself, or a person will prepare him or herself in terms of living and working abroad. Yeah, that's very interesting because you have to leave your comfort zone. Yeah, but once you want to live and work in a different country, you have to adapt yourself, your behavior, your mindset to a different sense of sustainability as well. Yeah, maybe the circumstances might differ to your home country in terms of waste management, in terms of electric car management or whatever, in terms of awareness of course, of the significant others. And therefore I think it's a connection of both aspects. Yeah? On one side you have the sustainability within the cultural awareness, yeah? Or you have the cultural awareness within the sustainability, so it's like the other way, one and the other way around. Yeah.
And they're really interconnected.
It's completely interconnected, yeah. So you cannot like increase the cultural awareness of your employees once leaving out sustainability and increasing sustainability awareness without considering cultural awareness. It would be like covering one aspect and without multiplying the aspect.
Yeah. And what trends do you foresee in the future regarding sustainability? And how do you think companies should prepare for them?
I think one trend that might force us, so to say, or force organization to react on the trend might be regulation, or stronger regulation. If you look on the level of the European Union or other industrialized countries, maybe. And I think companies might react, or they might design and form the regulation as well. So therefore it could be they are drivers of the regulation, they are drivers of the change, and the earlier they start, and just repeating myself in this sense, but I think it's important, the earlier the companies and the employees start by increasing the sustainability within their organization, within their processes, within their relocation programs, the better are the results in the end, and the lower the need to react on a short sense in terms of now we have to react because tomorrow the regulation will be sharpened and so on and so on. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And to finish this up and kind of sum up, what advice would you then give to organizations or companies who want to effectively integrate sustainability into their programs?
Oh, that's a very, very challenging question. I think, yeah, it's training. Yeah. So like provide space and provide the visibility for the training measures. Yeah. Provide space for training measures. Look out for partners to increase the awareness within your company, and don't underestimate the impact of sustainability within your relocation programs. Yeah, so it's not one value added, a small detail. It's one of the major elements of sort of all the relocation programs worldwide in all organizations for our employees or for our international assignments.
Mm-hmm. And I assume, like, if we actually successfully incorporate sustainability into these awareness programs, then relocation can actually be a good force for sustainability and help assignees change their habits. And
exactly.
Cultural awareness training is essential for this, right?
Exactly, you name it, yeah. So it's like one nurtures cultural awareness, nurtures sustainability, and the other way around. So it's like it's important to connect both elements. Yeah.
Amazing, great. Thank you so much, Stefan, and very great to talk to you. It was a pleasure to have you here today, and both your insights and experience are really inspiring, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me or us here. Thank you very much.